Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this lesson, we're going to do a mix and match practice where you can shadow and listen and repeat for the following patterns. We'll do phrases with stopped D, like had the, and unreleased D moving into the word the, so you can practice with D to TH transitions, as well as using nouns and words that have the vowels, the tense and lax vowels, so the E and I, the U and the So words like news and school, book and woods, leaves and bids. To warm up, let's begin with going through the phrases where we have a stopped D into a TH, like heard the. We'll just do those phrases, listen and repeat, and then we'll move into mix and match practice. Let's try, I heard the, heard the, I heard the, did the, did the, did the, behind the, behind the, behind the, said that, said that, said that, would the, would the, would the, read the, read the, read the, wanted the, wanted the, wanted the, needed the, needed the, needed the, had my, had my, had my, did some, did some, did some, showed the, showed the, expected that, expected that. Now let's go through the words with the vowels as a warm-up, and then we'll put it all together in our mix and match practice. With vowel U, we have news, school, suit, food. With lax vowel we have book, woods, cooks, foot. With tense vowel E, we have leaves, treats, feats, feet, and cities. The E is in the second syllable. And then lax vowel I, we have bids, kids, cities. Okay, let's go through a mix and match practice. We'll go through the phrases and keep the noun the same, and then we'll try in the opposite direction. That sounds like news. I heard the news. News. Did the news. News. Behind the news. News. Said that the news. Would the news. I had some news. Would that news. Read the news. Wanted the news. Needed the news. Had my news. Did some for the news. Showed the news. Expected that news. Let's try it with school. I heard the school. Did the school? Behind the school. Said that the school. With the school? I had some school. With that school? Read the school. Wanted the school. Needed the school. Had my school. Did some for the school. Showed the school. Expected that school. Now let's try going through changing the last word and using it with behind the. Or actually, let's use did the first, and we'll do behind the next. So, news, did the news. School, did the school. Book, did the book. Woods, did the woods. Suit, did the suit. Cooks, did the cooks. Foot, did the foot. Food, did the food. Leaves, did the leaves. Bids, did the bids. Treats, did the treats. Feet, did the feet. Kids, did the kids. Cities, did the cities. Let's now use behind the news, behind the school, behind the book, behind the woods, behind the suit, behind the cooks, behind the foot, behind the food, behind the leaves, behind the bids, behind the treats, behind the feet, behind the kids, behind the cities. Let's try with said that the news, said that the school, said that the book, said that the woods, said that the suit, said that the cooks, said that the foot, said that the food, said that the leaves, said that the bids, said that the treats, said that the feet, said that the kids, said that the cities. Let's try with would the. With the news? With the school? With the book? With the woods? With the suit? With the cooks? With the foot? With the food? With the leaves? With the bids? With the treats? With the feet? With the kids? With the cities? Let's practice with read the. Read the news. Read the school. Read the book. Read the woods. Read the suit. Read the cooks. Read the foot. Read the food. Read the leaves. Read the bids. Read the treats. Read the feet. Read the kids. Read the cities. As you can hear, some of the phrases make more sense than others. So for the remaining phrases, wanted the, needed the, etc., I'll just do the phrases that make the most logical sense that you would actually say. When you're practicing with the written words in the chart, you can also add your own words before and after. For example, if you're practicing on wanted the news, you could add in, I wanted to hear the news, he wanted to know about the news, I wanted the news about your shoulder, etc. You can add additional phrases before and after using mixed practice. When you're listening and repeating, just repeat what I say, or you can pause and add more practice on a particular phrase or combination that you need a little bit more help with. Just repeating that phrase or adding more to make it a little bit more difficult and more natural, adding what you would have to say. All right, we'll go through the remaining phrases, just a mix and match with the phrases that make the most sense. So with wanted the news, wanted the school, wanted the book, wanted the suits, wanted the food, wanted the treats, wanted the kids. For needed the news, needed the book, needed the food, needed the feet, needed the kids, needed the cities. For had my school, had my book, had my suit, had my food, had my feet, had my kids. Did some for the school, did some for the woods, did some for the cooks, did some for the food, did some for the kids, did some for the cities. For showed the news, showed the school, showed the book, showed the woods, showed the suit, showed the cooks, showed the food, showed the feet, showed the kids, showed the cities. And for expected that news, expected that book, expected that suit, expected that food, expected that cities. That one doesn't make sense. Okay, so you get the feeling, you get the practice idea of mixing and matching between different patterns like stopped D and consonant sounds, and using specific words that have pronunciation patterns you're looking for. The idea with this type of practice is really being able to smoothly and fluently use sounds or patterns that are a little more challenging for you. And I hope you found that as you repeated and practiced, something that may have started off being a little bit more difficult with repetition became more natural and smooth because you built motor patterns for how to combine those sounds and how to put them together. If you're finding this level of practice too challenging, just stick with the beginning part of this lesson where you're working on just the phrases and not mixing and matching, or go back to our earlier lessons working specifically on sounds and patterns, vowel sounds, or stopped D to be able to really perfect that. And if you're more advanced, continue, as I said, to use these phrases, but then build your own, add in your own words, make longer sentences, and make these sound natural for what you might say in everyday conversation. Thanks so much for joining me for this practice. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.